Led pass for Rick Nash. Nash now tries to split the defense and walk in. Nice move. Another nice move. He scored. What a goal. It doesn't get any better than this.
As he plays to the point, instead, he works his way back free. Granlund fires, score!
Hello and welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I'm your host, John Crawford, along with my brother, Howie.
Howdy, howdy.
Here for episode number 33. And we are now in the second round, Howie. And we've got some good games going on, actually.
Yeah, I found a live stream of the game last night.
Of which one last night? Of the Edmonton one or the
Edmonton Duck game?
Yeah, that was good. It was good. But
well,
Edmonton, you know, they
did I start streaming it? Damn Duck scored.
Oh, really? So it was after the second period when you...
No, the second overtime.
Oh. Well, in the second period, Edmonton was up 3-0.
Right, but I didn't find the stream until the second overtime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't. No sooner did I get it on, and the damn team scored. I was not happy, so I figured that was bad luck, so now I'm not going to do that again.
Well, Edmonton fell apart in the third period. So the deed was already done.
Oh, they finished what? 60 shots on goal?
Oh, it was crazy. It was some good hockey, but yeah, it was nuts, man. So, you know, it's just going to take a little bit longer for Edmonton to wrap this thing up.
I hope so. I mean, it kind of scares me, though, because they were up 2-0.
Right.
So, down 3-2.
Right. But we'll get to all that in a minute. So how was your week?
Long.
Long?
Extraordinarily long.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to fight to stay awake now as it is.
No, I had to wake you up to do the show.
You're lucky you did, otherwise I would have been sleeping until tonight.
But you don't work tonight, right? I mean, you're off now, right?
No, I work tonight.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I got to get stuff I got to get done today, so I got to get up.
Right. What was that? What did beep boop boop?
Wake up, Mia.
Mia, son.
You don't know. Oh no, Lobster Island.
So, I really don't have a lot of hockey news. We do have, you know, there's been a lot of talk about the expansion draft lately.
Yeah.
Although Las Vegas did sign their first 2 players now, they've actually got players on their roster.
Well, they signed that one kid, what, like a month or 2 ago?
Yeah, something like that. And they just signed the guy from the KHL the other day.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I can't think of his name. It was Vladimir. I don't know. Some Russian name I can't pronounce. So, yeah, so they've got a roster now. That's pretty good. So, we'll wait and see what happens when that comes about. So, that's fast approaching. Other than that, I don't really have anything. Did they just sign an assistant coach out there too?
No, yeah, Golden Knights counting on that of Shipyov.
You say that again?
Vadim Shipachyov.
Oh, okay. From the KHL, right?
Yeah.
From the KHL.
Shipachyov.
So. All right. Do you have anything? Because I don't. I really don't have anything. And the only other thing I do have is I want to talk about is when we get over to the the Pittsburgh series.
Yeah, the only other thing I saw was I saw NHL.com put out the top 50 greatest NHL teams,
Yeah.
and I don't really see what the point of this was, because why don't they just, looking at this list, it's like, why don't you just put down who won the Stanley Cup that year? Because basically that's what they did, but maybe one or two.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what was the point?
Yeah, just put the Stanley Cup winners down. I mean, those are the.
I mean, basically that's what they did, except I don't see the Kings in there.
Wow. They left the Kings off.
But if you go through it's just the teams that won the cup that specific year. It's like, why even do this?
And they left the Kings off the list?
Yeah.
Wow.
For those years, they got Chicago and and then they left off the whole. They jumped from the 2009-10 season to 2012-13. It's Pittsburgh, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Anaheim, Detroit, blah blah blah. All they're just Stanley Cup winners.
Right. But they leave the Kings out.
I guess that's it.
But didn't the Kings do something that nobody else had done?
Well, yeah, they
the first time.
The 8th seed.
Yeah. I would say that's pretty great, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, who wrote this? Who was this put together by?
Let me see if it says here. Well, whoever it was, they don't want to admit to it because it doesn't give the name.
Yeah, okay. Well, who cares?
Yeah, I don't see what the point was.
All right, let's get into the games then. You don't have anything, eh?
No.
So let's talk about the series that were going on last night, and then we'll talk about tonight's games. So last night we had Nashville and St. Louis, which St. Louis has somehow forced a Game 6.
They're still breathing.
They're still breathing. But it might be over tomorrow night.
I think once they get,
I think it might be over. I think they got their win. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they'll force a Game 7.
No, I don't think they will either.
But it has been a good series. It's just Nashville just looks better, even on paper. You look at the numbers, and Nashville just is so much better.
Yeah.
And Rene, however you say his name, is just amazing. He's just amazing to watch.
Yeah, they peaked at the right time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what these playoffs is all about, man. It's just peaking at the right time.
That's right.
Minnesota fell apart at the wrong time. They had that. I think what killed Minnesota was that week off. Because as soon as they had that, they came back. They just were crap.
Plus, they were good all year round, all year long. All year long, they were good.
Up until that break.
Yeah.
They were break, and they lost it after that.
That All-Star break, man. It'll kill you every time. They need to get rid of that. And then we had the Edmonton-Anaheim series, which we were just kind of talking about a little bit. And what a great game. But Edmonton, they're so good. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Anaheim just being a little pesky. I think. I don't know. It's hard to say what's going to happen now.
Yeah, because I mean, no one really has home advantage in this series, so it's really hard to see what's going to happen.
And soon as it seems like every time that Anaheim wins, they get this little boost. So that, I mean, they could win the next one. I don't know what's going to happen. I just don't know what's going to happen. And then and then they play on Sunday also. So
it's still alive. My biggest fear.
Yes, it is.
We could have an Anaheim, New York Rangers Stanley Cup.
Yeah. And then we'll just have what? Will we get Lee Majors to fill in for you for those days?
Yeah, I will never watch hockey again.
Yeah. We'll just have Lee Majors take over for you. Yeah. Yeah, there he is.
Standing.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll be filling in for Howie if we have a Rangers Ducks series. It'll be me and Lee Majors. It could be Lee Majors and Lee Majors.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. We could just have Lee Majors and Lee Majors. Oh, brother. And then we have.
It's going to either be that or Mel from Alice.
Mel from Alice.
He's dead, though.
Yeah, he's dead. Sorry. Yeah, but he would be perfect. So those were last night's games, but tonight we have some interesting games. Tonight, just seeing what the times are for these.
Rangers and Ottawa play at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, they're and in about 3 hours from now.
Yeah.
The Rangers in Ottawa, which has been a great series, they're tied at 2 apiece. And it's just I don't know. I don't know about this one. It's
Ottawa could still win this.
Huh?
I think Ottawa could still come out on this.
Yeah, but it all depends on what team comes out for the Rangers.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because they're good. This series may go to 7.
It very well may, yes.
Yeah, I think it may do that.
Yeah.
So that's at 3 today. I'm kind of excited about that one. And then at 7 o'clock Eastern, or about 7:15 Eastern,
Yeah.
we have the Pittsburgh-Washington series, which has been getting interesting.
Yeah, but you know, this is it's kind of like the Blues, the Capitals. This is your typical Capitals playoff team. They every year they fall apart in the playoffs.
Yeah. But there was an incident in the last game, which I want to kind of get into because it kind of bothers me a little bit.
Yeah.
And that is the Niskanen hit on Crosby, which wasn't really a hit to me. I
was going to say, it wasn't really a hit.
I think that the way it looked to me, and I looked at this thing over and over again, is that after Crosby went to the net, I can't remember what was it. Oh, was it Ovechkin that hit him in the shoulder with his stick or whatever? He was just trying to reach around him.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
And kind of threw him off balance a little bit as he went in front of the net. And then Niskanen, it almost looked like he was protecting himself from a collision with Crosby. And
he was keep himself from falling.
Right, is what it looked like to me. And they called a cross check to the head on him, on Niskanen. And Crosby went out with a concussion.
Yeah, I don't.
I really didn't agree with the call. They just need to let these guys play the game of hockey. I mean, there's blatant hits that happen, and I can understand.
And was basically trying to keep himself from falling, and Crosby just happened to be in the wrong position.
Yeah. He was down low anyway because he was already off balance.
Going down. Yeah, he was already going down.
Yeah. And Niskanen was just kind of there, and he just kind of put his hands out. And he ended up kind of almost holding them as he is.
Had Crosby not gone down, that stick would have been rough. It hit hip height.
Oh yeah.
Which would have just prevented from Niskanen going down. All he did, he used the stick more for a balance tool.
Yeah, and so I don't think there was any intent there, and I think it was a bad call. I think it was a hockey play, and that's it.
I agree. Like we briefly discussed on this things too, is their whole protection of superstars and whatnot. If the NHL wants to protect their so-called superstars, then they need to allow to bring back the enforcer.
I agree with that.
Bring the enforcer back into the game.
That's right. But I think this was just a little too. I don't know. I just think it was a bad call. Yeah. Niskanen got a 5-minute major, but he didn't get any suspension for that or anything, did he?
It's a perfect example too of the way Barry Trotz was talking about the way things are getting called in the Anaheim Edmonton game, where you come around the superstars and they get this what he calls white glove treatment.
Right. Well, let's reverse the role then. What if it was Niskanen going down and Crosby happened to be there in that same position? Do you think that he would have even gotten a 2-minute penalty? I don't even think that would have happened.
It's different rules for different players.
Right.
It's all about keeping the superstars out so they can score their goals.
Right.
To increase scoring.
I think it was a bad call, and they should have just let play go. There shouldn't have been no penalty. To me, there was no penalty there at all.
No, there should not have been a penalty.
And I think if the roles were reversed, there would have been nothing called.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of how I felt about that. The series has been good. I would like to see it be a little bit tighter, but I have a feeling that Pittsburgh's going to wrap this up, and that game happens tonight at 7:15. And I don't know if Crosby is going to play. I've not heard anything on that. Have you? I have not heard anything. So
no. I've not heard anything.
I'm just looking real quick to see if there's anything out there right now about him playing.
I haven't seen any updates on him.
So we'll have to wait and see. And then the did we already talk about the other series? We did. So those are the two games tonight. Is Ottawa, New York, and Washington, Pittsburgh. So there you go. Howie, do you have any news from Seattle? Have we heard from our Seattle correspondent? Any movement?
he's still standing out there, and he hasn't seen any trucks pull up
Oh,
yet.
okay. So he's still.
He's waiting patiently.
So he's still camping outside, waiting.
Yeah, and he was actually at one of I don't know who was playing in this game. He was at a WHL game
Yeah.
the other night there for, I guess, their game 5 there.
Uh-huh.
And
Trying to get the inside scoop.
yeah, and nothing.
Yeah.
No word as of yet.
No word as of yet. All right. Well, but do we have anything new on the Islanders?
No, I've not heard. That's been quiet.
It has been quiet.
That's been very quiet on that front.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
So we shall see. We shall see.
That's right. Oh, I heard that Ovechkin's going to play on the third line tonight.
Yeah, he got dropped back. I don't know how that's going to work, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
all right.
I guess they're just trying to do something different. You know, they got to do something now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to help him. I think Washington's more or less done.
Yeah.
Washington's, I think, is done. St. Louis, I think, is done. But hey, I could be wrong because I'm out of the pool already.
Yeah. I pretty much am too. I mean, if Washington loses tonight, I mean, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done. So are you.
yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
Then I just have to do my nail biting and pray that Anaheim Rangers don't eat in the cup.
Martha's still in it. Martha and Haley are both still in it. Martha has Anaheim and Pittsburgh in the final.
Hmm.
So, yeah, she has Anaheim and Pittsburgh. See that?
Who's Pittsburgh winning it all?
Yeah, she has Pittsburgh winning it all.
Even if I don't want to see Anaheim in the arena.
So she's done well. Although she had Minnesota beating Chicago, and that didn't happen. And then yeah, she had Chicago beating Nashville, and Minnesota beating Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Wow. But she's still in it. All right, brother. I guess we'll wrap it up here.
All right.
So yeah, and just a few more hours. We've got the Rangers in Ottawa, so make sure you all listen to that, watch that.
I don't know why on that one on NBC.
Huh?
I don't know why they're not showing that one on NBC.
Is it on CNBC?
No, it's on the NBC Sports Network.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's NBC.
Yeah. Well, I meant for regular broadcast.
I got you. Yeah.
Those of us who aren't rich enough to have cable.
Shut up. I work for a cable company, so. All right, brother. We'll wrap it up here. Thank you all for listening and watching the podcast. You can go out and watch and listen to our past episodes at www.puckdropshere.com on our podcast page. Send us an email at Jon and Howie at thepuckdropshere.com, and you can send us a like on Facebook or Twitter, and we're also on Instagram and and Pinterest. So with that, enjoy the games. We'll see you next week. We bid you all adieu.
Jeez.
See ya.
Farewell
There you go.
and good night.